Hello and welcome to Close Up, a show where we interview staff at our school and learn something new about them, brought to you by the Marshall County Media Arts class. My name is Cole Scheidegger, and today I'm here with our school drama teacher, Tessa Northcutt. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, how are you?
All right. Now, I don't know what exactly goes on with how you plan plays and musicals, so what exactly happens with that? What's the process of it?
So actually, crazy timing. Today, after school, is when we announce next year's shows. So that's fun. But it takes kind of a long time to get to that point. Earlier in this year, before our musical was even done, I had to start reading scripts and stuff. I always send out a survey to my kids asking what are they interested in doing, and I kind of use that to pick which scripts I read. And from there, choose which one I think will fit our student body best, which one is fun and interesting, and then I have to get it approved from Miss Solomon. And then once it's approved, I apply for rights, because you have to have permission from the company that owns the show before you can ever do it. And once we get approved for rights, then I can announce it to the whole cast, and that's before we even get to auditions.
I see. And is there anything that drew you to theater and drama?
I've been doing theater since I was 5. My mom did theater. She was a double major in college, and she did theater, so she put me in it since I was little. So I didn't find it eventually. I just kind of always grew up with it and stuck with it because I really, really liked it. It was really fun.
I see. Did you always want to do film, theater, drama, or what exactly drew you to education exactly?
That's a good question. I did kind of want to perform just because who wouldn't? Like, that's fun. But realistically, to make a career out of performance, film or stage, you're always traveling, and you probably are not going to stay in one city for very long. You're not working with the same people all the time, which is cool for like a little while, but I just never really wanted to do that forever. I'd like to, have a family and settle down. So education seemed like the better route. That's why I chose it. Then once I got into it, turns out I really like it.
Right. Did you ever want to direct or produce or anything, or did you always just go with acting?
Yeah, in college, I was acting until I got to college, but in college I started directing a little bit with children's theater, and it was kind of fun. Little kids are not my gifting, so didn't stick with that for very long, but started working at Playhouse in the Park with their community theater and directing there, and really enjoyed it. I don't think I could ever leave acting totally, completely. But I really enjoy directing. I direct here now, so it's pretty fun.
That is neat. You said Playhouse in the Park. What exactly is that?
That is a community theater in Murray, where anybody of any age can come audition for shows or apply to be a director or do lights and sound and all the things y'all do here. But it's really cool on a community level.
That is neat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do this out? That is not what I meant to say. My apologies.
You're fine.
Is there a reason you chose to teach public school instead of college or university?
I really like working with teenagers. I started directing here while I was still in college, so I started working with specifically Marshall teenagers, high school students, before I was looking for jobs, so I like this age. Also, to be totally honest, I'm not qualified to teach college. I've thought about going on getting my Master's of Fine Arts, which in theater is a terminal degree. So that would be like as high as you can get education-wise. I would also need some professional experience to apply for college or apply to teach college. But that would be kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see. At this point, I enjoy this age group and couldn't if I tried. But it'd be a cool eventual goal, maybe.
That's a bit shocking to me that you like working with this group. But are there any influences that you had at a young age, influences?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little silly. Do you know who Carol Burnett is?
I do.
Really? She is like my favorite actress of all time. Did you see like her Carol Burnett show or something?
I didn't, but I did see her in that AMC drama. I can't remember what it's called, but
Okay, yeah. She's done a lot of movies and stuff, and she can do comedy and drama, which is cool. I saw her variety. She had the Carol Burnett show. She's pretty old, before my time for sure. But she had her own variety show where they did like goofy, stupid skits and things and scenes, and it's like SNL kind of. And she just was so good at physical comedy, and I thought she was the coolest. Still think that she's the coolest, most talented actress. She can sing, she can dance, and she just was not afraid to look stupid. And she was so funny. She's really good. So she's probably like who I look up to most, I guess. I like the comedies like her, so I think she's cool.
I really admire that. Well, it was great for me hearing from you today, and thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks, Cole.
And that's all for today. I'm Cole, and thank you for watching Marshall Close Up. Goodbye.